I mean, there are certain, familiar faces here, and some of you might have, participated in my previous discussions, right? Discussions once again, right? Not one-sided, okay? So you are free to talk, right? You are free to talk, and I'm not the one who is going to, talk, keep on talking, right? You have the freedom to talk, okay? No problem at all, because discussion is the most important thing. Even the Buddha has stressed on that, okay? Right, feeling good? Are you? Yes. Okay, good, right? Okay, and some of you nodded your head. Okay, said, okay, fine, right? Which means sometimes you tend to say that you are happy, but your body language does not say so. Huh? Is that so? Is that so? Which means your body knows more than you know about yourself. You feel sometimes, right? You feel anxious, but when you ask, how are you? I'm okay. But your body says, bit of anxiety, bit of depressed, stressed, and so. Is that so? I guess most of you are feeling good. If not, that is also fine. that has to be also accepted. Understand? Okay, no worries. You are not going to escape. Because most of the time, whenever we feel anxious, depressed, the tendency is that we try to escape. Is that so? When we try to escape, what happens? Anxiety keeps following you. Depression keeps following you. Is that so? Agree with me? Yes? Some of you might be in different worlds. Even though you are here, your mind is always moving back and forth. Is that so? Try to anchor yourself in this moment. Okay, right. New trends in Buddhist psychology. New trends. Why should we go for, new trends? Because when it comes to Western psychology, especially, there is this, the branch called clinical psychology. They keep, looking for lots of treatments, methodologies to, come please, right? No, he's not coming here. Okay, so trying a lot of, ways to treat mental disorders, psychological issues. And some of you might be undergoing certain medication as well. Perhaps for certain psychological issues. You count on that. Is that so? But Buddhism does not count on that. Right? Buddhism is a different way. So, but anyway, what the Buddha has taught. There is a book also written by Venerable Walpole Rahul. What the Buddha taught. Right? What the Buddha has taught should be taken to the West and all around the world. That is why we have formed a subject area called Buddhist psychology. To understand Buddhist psychology, you have to go inside the subject area and you have to understand through the context. Understand what I say? Not as outsiders. As I always say, I think I will have enough time today. Yeah, okay, thank you. Right? And every day, time is not enough for me, right? I guess I will have enough time. Now, you are the experimental unit. Is that so? You are the experimental unit. Is it? Not the one who is seated right there. Right? In Buddhism, Buddha says, just do the experiment. The experimental unit is you. Nothing else. Not someone else. Look at this mind and body. If you have participated in my previous discussions, now you see there is this, the link, association. All the 3 lectures that I have completed and also the one that I am going to talk today, interlinked. But that's okay if you have not participated in my previous, that's okay, that's fine. No worries at all. Right. Now in Buddhism, I don't know whether I wrote this on the board. There is this stanza. No worries. Don't be, sometimes when it comes to stanzas and Buddhist and Pali and etc. Oh my goodness. They seem to be quite complex. Let me be simple. Okay, now Buddha says, Arogya Paramalabhaya. I might have written on this board, but since there are newcomers, I like to repeat it once again. Arogya. Arogya in the sense, free from illnesses. No illnesses. Buddha says, Arogya, free from illnesses. Free from illnesses. Parama labha, which means the ultimate gain. It's the ultimate gain. What is it? Are you with me? Yes? Okay. Right? What is it? Being free from illnesses is the ultimate gain. But we are not. If it is so, right, we should be free from all the illnesses. But in our lifetimes, we have to face illnesses. Is that so? Yes, right? And santutti paraman dhanam. Santutti means happiness. Correct? Happiness. Santutti refers to happiness. Santutti paraman dhanam. Ultimate wealth. Here, Buddha refers to physical and psychological well-being. Got it? Got it? Physical and psychological well-being. Right? But especially, Buddha has highlighted this aspect a lot. Psychological well-being. Now our happiness is always changing. Is that so? Yes? Why? The happiness that we are thinking is determined by certain factors. It's fluctuating. Yes or no? Then what the Buddha has mentioned as happiness is not what we are experiencing. Got it? Got it? In Buddhism, Buddha has mentioned about these two concepts, dukkha and domanassa. You don't need to keep those things in your mind. No worries. Okay? No worries. Dukkha and domanassa. Here dukkha refers to physical pain. Domanassa refers to psychological pain. Buddha says, you may not be able to be free from physical illnesses, but still you have the capacity to extract domanassa. You have that capacity, which means he has highlighted on psychological happiness. Got it? Are you with me? Yes? Now, in my previous discussion, I said there are givens. Life is a package. In this package, there are things that we have to face. One is physical illness, separation from loved ones. Sometimes you have to get associated with people you don't like to be with. It's there. And also getting aging. And this is a package. Of course, we have to face. Of course, you have to face. Now, but Buddha said, then psychological happiness. If your happiness is changing accordingly, which means that is not the happiness that Buddha has mentioned. Got it? Clear? Right. And then the Buddha said something really important. Arogya paramalabha, santutti vissasa. Vissasa parama jnati. Jnati in the sense relations. The ultimate relation. Vissasa in the sense trust. Trust. Also social well-being, interaction, sense of belonging, each other. So, vissasa parama jnati, the ultimate relation, trust and social well-being. Last but not least, Buddha said this, Nibbānang paraman sukhang. Nibbāna means nirvana, spiritual life, spirituality, nibbana. Nibbānam paraman sukhang, sukhang in the sense ultimate bliss in life. Here, Buddha has highlighted spirituality, spiritual life. Because why? Why? Life is full of dissatisfactions. You don't get what you love to get, what you wish to get. Agree? Is it similar to each and everybody? Yes. And the rest of the factors are also applicable to you. Yes or no? Quite clear. Then, spirituality is something that we have to develop. Even Abraham Maslow, I don't know whether you have heard of Abraham Maslow. Yes, Maslow came up with something called need of hierarchy. Need of hierarchy. Now, that has been modified by certain psychologists, and they say there are 3 other needs that we should include here. One is cognitive needs. Here you have come for certain cognitive needs, knowledge, cognitive needs, but knowledge will not help you that much. Knowledge and wisdom are 2 different things. Even the knowledgeable people are suffering. Right? So knowledge and wisdom are 2 different things. Knowledge or the cognitive needs, aesthetic needs. Aesthetic, music, dancing, arts, and so on. Yes. Why is it so needed? Because that is one of the ways that we express ourselves, catharsis. You need to express yourselves. Otherwise, what will happen? Things will be suppressed inside your body and mind. I don't know whether you are dancing, drama, actions in theater. What happens? Your stress is expressed in that way, which means we are stressed, which means we have psychological issues, right? Next one is spiritual needs, transcendence. Got it? Which means even Maslow's hierarchy has been modified, and so-called psychologists, they say we have to include this. Now you can see even what the Buddha has mentioned in certain texts in his teachings seem to be applied in the West. Not only in the West, but all around the world. Because why? Buddhist teachings are not only for Buddhists. Buddhist teachings are not only for, Asians, but also for all the people around. Why? All are dissatisfied. All have to face this. Got it? Now, here, talking about Buddhist new trends. Now, there are certain teachings, certain principles, which Buddha has stressed on, are experimented by psychologists and psychiatrists and scholars. That is where you come up with new trends. I don't know whether you have heard of MBSR. Have you? MBSR. So, you can say mindfulness based practices. Now, anyway, you are familiar with the word called mindfulness, right? Yes? Gravity. You can't help. You can't help. Now, you can take it back, but still the gravity is there. That's the law. You have to accept the fact that the gravity is there. There is something, it's given. Right. Okay, so, mindfulness. Yeah, please come. Mindfulness. We always talk about mindfulness. We know a lot of things about mindfulness. But the thing is, whether we have experienced the fruit of mindfulness, whether we have tasted the fruit of mindfulness. Have you? Have you? How does it taste? How does it taste? Have you? Mindfulness? Are you mindful now? But even now you say, you are not mindful. You might say, I'm not mindful. Now you are mindful. Got it? No, I am not mindful. Now I know the fact that I am not mindful, which means at that moment you are mindful. Got it? Why mindfulness is so needed? So this particular term, the concept, is being highly used in the West and all around the world to treat people with lots of difficulties, psychological issues. No medication. No medication. Of course, you can go with medication too, no problem. But still, this is it. And they use the word secular mindfulness, secular Buddhism, certain things like that. Because some people don't like to use the word Buddhism. Got it? You don't need to label. What do you mean by Buddha? What do you mean by Buddha? What is the meaning of the Buddha? Fully enlightened, yes. Yeah, realization, understanding, the awakening one, comprehension, many words. So Buddha is not a person actually then. Buddha is a nature. Now what we do is that we just put into a figure. But it's a state, nature. Agree? Okay. Good. Mindfulness. Are you? Yes. Okay. Right. Now, whenever we talk about mindfulness, I said they use the word secular. No tags. Nothing. No tags. No Buddhism, nothing. John Kabat-Zinn, have you heard of him? Yes, I guess you have. And he introduced something called MBSR. Mindfulness Based Stress Reduction. Mindfulness Based Stress Reduction. Stress. Have you been stressed? Have you ever been stressed? Oh yes. Yes. Oh, what is stress then? What is stress? What is stress? Where do we feel stress? Oh, pressure. Yeah. Whenever we have challenging situation, when we have challenging situations, body responses accordingly. Yes or no? That is stress. Stress reduction based on mindfulness. How come? Now, he has highlighted these two, three words. He defined it. Awareness. I have kept on telling, I have kept on saying how important it is to be aware. Awareness. So, what do you mean awareness? Awareness and aware of. Are you with me? Yes. You might find it in Google. But that is not useful at all. You got my point. You can define. That is not important. Now, are you aware of me? Okay. So I am the object. Aware of. If this is the object, aware of. But behind this object, what is there? Awareness. Now tell me, this awareness, is it clouded by something? Or is it pure? Is it clouded or is it pure? I'm asking a question, introspection, got your mind, an answer. Awareness, is it clouded? Those who say no. Rest of the people say yes. Then that is not awareness. Even, suppose that the sky and also the clouds. Sky and the clouds. Sky is the awareness, clouds are the objects. A metaphor. Got it? Got it? Got it? So, sky is unlimited. That's why in Hinduism, Vishnu, you know Vishnu? Vishnu is colored with blue. Everything has a meaning inside. Vishnu, blue color. Limitless, unlimited. Now, can we define sky in terms of clouds? Yes. Yes. Be with me, bear with me. Be with me. Please. 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 I'm telling something really, really important here. If you compare clouds to your thoughts and emotions and images, is it you? Is it you? Is it you? Is it you? Because clouds are coming and going, moving. Thoughts, images and emotions, do they remain unchanged? No, they keep coming and they keep moving. Got it? Got it? Got it? Got it? Yes, yes, yes. But the awareness is still so awareness is not clouded. Got it? That is what the Buddha has highlighted. That is what John Kabat-Zinn has highlighted. Non-judgmental awareness. You are not judging. Non-judgmental. Let it pass through. Let it pass through. And purposefully in this present moment, got it? Not the past, not the future. But clouds will take you to the future and also the past. Are you with me, mister? Yes? Yes? Agree? Agree? When the clouds take you to the past and future, if the awareness is there, awareness is not changing. Are you with me? Stop. Pause yourself now. Close your eyes. Are you alive? Are you alive? Do you have sensations? Okay. No need to answer. Silently you answer yourself. Okay. Are you grounded? Drop yourself here. Grounded. See if you're breathing. Just notice. No manipulations. Nothing. Let the body decide. Breathing is taking place. Just notice. No manipulations. Do thoughts come? If so, just notice. Any sensations? Just notice. No manipulations. No changes. If you hear things, just notice. If you have judgments, just notice. Acknowledge. If the mind is autopilot, just notice. Just notice if you are breathing, or if breathing is taking place. Even without your mediation. Without your mediation, there are certain things happening in your body. Just notice. Heart pounding, belly extraction, and breathing. Just notice. Just notice. Just notice. Just observation. Even if you feel discomfort, just notice. Slowly open your eyes. That is the method called stop, proposed by John Kabat-Zinn, which is quite similar to what? Fill in the blank. Yes, yes, yes. That is called neutral observation. That is called awareness. Have you changed? Did you experience any pain? Yes. When you experienced pain, what did you do? Sorry? Okay. But when the awareness is there, pain is noticed. That's all. Got it? You don't mess up yourself with the pain. Got it? Got it? On the other hand, this is mind and body. Just for a moment, you think that you are not either your mind or your body. I don't know whether you have noticed it. How many of you have? Very good. At least 2 or 3 people. Good. Good. Now this method has been introduced by John Kabat-Zinn in the West to reduce stress. Which means, this is called Satara Satipatthana. Have you heard of Satara Satipatthana? Which means in the 4 contemplations, right? Being focused on your body, and breathing, feelings, and also mind-related facts, images. But normally, what happens is that when our mind is invaded by thoughts and images and etc., what do we do? I need your answers. I need your answers. What do you do? What do you do? Okay. Now here you see, when there is stress, you have this, the fight-flight tendency. Either you fight or you flight. Is that so? Right? You know that there is something called sympathetic nervous system and also parasympathetic nervous system. I don't know whether it is too heavy for you to understand, but still, sympathetic nervous system in the sense, now I ask you to come here and deliver a speech. Then your heart is in your mouth. Right? Is that so? Now the palpitation is going up. The palpitation is going up. Is that so? Yeah? And butterflies in your stomach. Butterflies in your stomach. And there are a few nurses from Sri Lanka as well. Right? Welcome on board. Right? So, these are some of the reactions that we experience. Are you with me? Yes? Yes? Then what do we do? Then what do we do? That is what, sympathetic nervous system does. That is needed, in a way. And there is another system that is called parasympathetic nervous system. What does it do? What does it do? It does the opposite. It calms your body. Here in breathing and being focused on yourself is stimulating this part of your nervous system. Even the acknowledgement of what sympathetic nervous system is doing. Some of you might be, holding hot seats. Yes? And this is the diagram of stress. Stress. When I ask you whether you are stressed or not, you say, no, I'm okay. I'm totally fine. I'm dealing. I'm managing my stress. How do you manage your stress? No. Outward, you say that you are okay, but inward, inside your body, the body thinks that you are stressed. That's why people experience pressure, high blood pressure, palpitation. Even after you go home, you experience palpitation. How many of you have experienced that? Yes. And dry mouth? And sweaty? Palm sweating? Here you are not going to escape. Got it? Yes. Here, what John Kabat-Zinn has said, or is saying, is that, he has taken this concept from Buddhism. But the thing is, he has experimented, got it? People with stress, acknowledgement. Are you with me? Yes. Now, there are 2 types of stresses. One is eustress, and also the next one is distress. Eustress, embarking on matrimony is eustress, positive type of stress. But later on it becomes This is not what I'm saying. You say distress. Later on, it can be distressful. Psychological pain. That is psychological pain. How many of you are experiencing psychological pain? Very good, you are open. I'm glad that you are open. Now you know that you experience psychological pain. Yes or no? Yes or no? Acknowledge. Right? And are you with me? Because I keep asking, I know how the mind works. Right? Now when it comes to my students also, they know. So you keep asking, what they say. So you keep asking, are you clear? Are you clear? Are you clear? Why? Because I want to make sure whether you are clear, because I know how your mind is when wandering, ruminating. Is it? Now, psychological pain. I guess most of you are experiencing. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Otherwise, I would not be interested in these subjects too. Got it? Otherwise, I would not be delivering discussions or speeches on this. Because why? I have also experienced the same. Mindfulness is that much broad. It's just like this space. Space is aware of everything in this building without any judgments. Got it? Please be with me, bear with me. Doesn't matter whether the shapes are different. Likewise, the experiences that you have got could be different to each other. Some things are bitter, distressful, stressful. You like to forget. Do you have experiences like that? Certain memories, you would like to forget them. But can you? Try to forget. Try to forget. When you try to forget, what happens? First, you have to remind it first. I ask you to forget this. Forget this. Then what will happen? Automatically it comes to your mind. Is that so? That's how the mind works. Tricky. Really tricky. That's why I will say, you have to be very careful when you are dealing with your mind. Mind is just like a sharp tool. You can use it to cut something, vegetables and your fruits and everything. In the meantime, sometimes you stab yourself. The mind can stab. Have to be very careful in handling. Are you with me? Now, next. Today I have the license to talk. I have freedom. Okay. So no restrictions. Now thoughts. We'll talk about thoughts. Now, in psychology we talk about something called cognitive distortions. Errors. Thinking errors. Yes or no? Thinking errors. Thinking errors. Thinking errors in the sense, for example, we'll say, now, what is this? What can you see on the board? Wait a minute. Okay. What can you see on the board? What can you see on the board? What can you see? What can you see? What can you see on the board? Most of you said black dot, but nobody mentioned about the white background. Correct? Correct? Now, when you keep focusing on this, what will happen? It gets expanded, and expanded. This is called maximizing things. Maxification. When something happened to your life, the mind can maximize it. That is a cognitive error. Got it? One of the cognitive errors. Like that, there are lots of cognitive errors. I don't know about your mental world. You only know about your mental world. Yes or no? Your mental world. Even though sometimes, your husband and wife might come here, right? Talking about the husband's mental world, is it same? Does it differ from yours or the same? You think it's same, but different. Psychological world. Now, in your mental world, there are lots of conclusions, there are lots of thinking taking place. Yes or no? These are some of the cognitive distortions. Sometimes, mind reading. Mind reading. Suppose that one of your friends is not calling you, and you think that the friend is angry. He must be angry. He has certain other issues. But you say, like that. And should statements. My wife should behave like this. If you are my friend, you should behave like the shoulds and musts. Yes. This should happen in this way. Shoulds and musts. But the world operates differently, opposite. You think it should. You think this plant bear fruits. The plant does not have that intention. Plant does the opposite. Do you understand what I say? These are the cognitive errors that we do. Some of the cognitive errors. Mind reading. You just read the other person's mind. You don't know exactly, but you read. Yes or no? And then you make conclusions. In the meantime, the danger is you believe in that thought. You believe in that thought. Which means you are going with your thoughts. Are you with me? Don't you experience it? Another thing is catastrophic thinking. All the time you think. Those who have generalized anxiety disorder know about this. Catastrophic. Something will happen to me. Everything will go bad. Everything is going to get worse. That sort of mentality. Do you understand that? Got it? These conclusions are made by what? Made by your mind. The thing is, when the blue sky is not there, are you with me? Yes. Okay, good. Okay. When the sky is not there, the awareness is not there, you define yourself in terms of these thoughts. Simple as that. That is why modern Buddhist psychology introduced MBCT. MBCT in the sense Mindfulness Based Cognitive Therapy. I mentioned about this last day before yesterday, SCR. Stimuli in the sense incidents. C refers to cognition, thinking. And based on your thinking, you react. Yes or no? If your thinking is full of cognitive distortions, what can you say about your reactions? Simple as that. That is why you need to keep an eye on this. That is where we talk about MBCT. Got it? Are you with me? Then, when there is a filter is a mindfulness. When there is a filter, you can label, that is what MBCT people say, you can label the distortions. And you can pick, got it? You can pick. But there, you have to have neutral observation first. Basically, before I forget, John Kabat-Zinn, the founder of MBSR, says, there are few concepts that we need to nurture. There are few things that we need to nurture. One is beginner's mind concept. What is beginner's mind? Baby's mind. Exactly. Thank you for saying that. Thank you very much. I would not use that word, please. Thank you very much. Right? Baby's mind. Simple as that. Now, hold in the baby. Hold in the baby. Now, when you hold, I'm sure you might have held a baby in your life, right? When you hold a baby, the baby is sometimes crying. The baby is trying to, yes, but you don't give up the baby, right? You take care of it. Whatever the baby is doing, you're careful. Right? So beginner's mind, just like this, the neutral observation. Now, in the morning, what did you do? Before you came here? You walk up and yes, brush your teeth and etc. That is what? The daily routine. Yes or no? You have got used to it. Yes or no? Right? Nothing new. Nothing new. Autopilot. Yes or no? Yes? Now, you go to bathroom as if you are going for the first time. You'll see. That is beginner's mind. Got it? And it's just like a new experience. You are not fooled by your previous concepts, experiences. This is it. Now just tell me, are you with your beginner's mind now? Tell me, are you with your beginner's mind now? Why? Because beginner's mind is always clouded once again with concepts, memories and etc. But still, if you tend to observe them, beginner's mind is right behind that. Got it? Got it? So it is one of them. And self-awareness, I mentioned about it. And there is this very important fact that he mentioned, that is called non-striving. In mindfulness, you have to have non-striving. Because we have this tendency to go after something all the time. Striving. Fighting against something. Even when you meditate, you think that you have to do the best. Yes or no? I have to do better than my friend. We have to compare. Some people do understand. No striving. It's pure observation, that's all. And last but not least, he says something really important that is called let go. In India, there is something called monkey trap. In Sri Lanka also it's there. Monkey trap, what is this monkey trap? There's this, the coconut, right? The kernel inside. And when the monkey comes, it's a monkey trap. The monkey can put its hand inside the coconut and it grabs kernel. And then the monkey cannot take its hand out of it. The monkey does not know that if I release this, I can easily take out. Yes. The opposite of let go is clinging. Just think how many clingings that you have at the moment. Mental clingings. Yes or no? Even your memories. Concepts. People. Easy. But we are not ready. But there I say, knowing the fact that you have cling is also enough. Just for the time being. Just for the time being. Because the awareness is there with me. Yes? Okay? Right? Last but not least. I'm rushing now. I'm rushing. There is another concept introduced by Paul Gilbert that is called compassion focused therapy, CFT. Compassion. What is compassion? Compassion. You say karuna. Kindness. Yes. Metta and karuna you have heard of, right? Metta, loving kindness. Loving kindness is psychological. Compassion is the action. Compassion focused. Now, Gilbert says, we have these three systems. Buddha has highlighted on metta and karuna and mudita apeksha. They are right, okay? It's there. You're not going to talk about that much. But here, this concept is quite important. Now he says, we have three systems. One is this, the threat system. If you have been bullied, if you have been discriminated, right? If you have faced such incidents in your life, that this threat system is getting expanded. Even the givens in life, separation, illnesses, what happens? The threat system is getting expanded. When it is getting expanded, what will happen to the next one? The drive system, in the sense that is what fuels you to move forward. What will happen to the drive system then? It gets minimized. You can't move forward. You don't feel like moving forward. With me. When the threat system is expanding, what will happen to the drive system? It gets minimized. Here Paul Gilbert says, that is where we need to stimulate the next system, that is called soothing system. Soothing. That is where self-compassion matters. Now, in self-talk, are you engaged in self-talk? Yes? You are engaged in self-talk. Behind the self-talk, there is a tone. With me? Miss Leslie, then now say that I am Ashoke. You say, Dr. Ashoke. You say Ashoke. Okay, good, friendly. In the meantime, suppose that I annoyed you. Say, Ashoke. Now the same word, but different tones. Got it? If it is applied to your own self-talk, the same, got it? Your name, right? Say, just Miss Leslie, say Leslie. You can say, hi Leslie. That can be transformed into different forms, different tones. Depending on the situation, sometimes it is too harsh, got it? But we don't know about that. When people commit suicide, can you think about the self-talk and its tone? Can Can you? Are you with me? Do you understand what I say? Do you understand? Tone in the sense the rhythm that you just to talk to yourself. Sometimes inside you there are different selves. That's what Paul Gilbert says. Anger selves, angry person. Jealous self, another self. Defeated self. In the meantime, he says, compassionate self. What happens to compassionate self? The language you use to talk to yourself. When you are practicing loving kindness meditation, that is why you are starting from yourself first. May I be free from all the sorrows. May I be free from all the illnesses. That doesn't say that, we do not get caught up with, illnesses. But that compassionate talk, self-talk, do you understand that? Now just think how that practice is used here as CFT. There is another thing that is called FOT. With that I am going to conclude. Sorry for taking your time, but I have to say this, because I can't take all the things back home. There is another thing called focusing oriented therapy, FOT. You don't have to keep that in your mind. Now, if you ask your body, how are you? How the body responds? What the body says? No hurry. Don't answer. If you ask your body, body says something. Your current situation, it talks. Your body talks. Sometimes discomfort. Sometimes, certain, you feel that, the chest is a bit stiff. Sometimes blur feelings. Yes or no? Yes? Right? And then, nobody knows about your life except yourself. That is their stance. You are the expert of your life. Even though you say you are fine, your body would not say. Because your body knows, like I said, more than you know about yourself. When you feel that discomfort, do not escape. Do not try to hide. Let me say like this. If you say, I am depressed, I will change that sentence into this. There is something in me feels depressed. If you change that term like that, how do you feel? Don't answer. Instead of saying, I feel stressed, I feel depressed, I feel anxious, you change the sentence into this. There is something in me feels depressed. Got it? And even you can say hello to it. Hello. Hello means you're not hugging. Hello. Hello. Just acknowledgement. Even it's not out of control, it's getting worse. Still there. You can just give a tap to the place where you are experiencing that. When it comes to anxiety, you might feel it to your different places in your body. Sometimes head, neck, chest, abdomen, anything. Don't escape. Never escape. Acknowledge and say hello and let it be. The more you try to escape, the more it becomes, or the worse it becomes. That is once again mindfulness of your body. No manipulations, nothing. With that, I would like to conclude. If you have any question, the floor is free to ask questions.
The last part that you say focus something therapy. Focusing oriented therapy.
Yeah. You can read.
And the third part of the
Compassion focused therapy. CFT.
Can you define more in terms of the differences between awareness and mindfulness? Because I don't think it's exactly the same.
Just for the time we will say.
It's similar. Okay.
Dr. Ashoke, I wish to ask, if a person has got no religion, can they have spirituality? Thank you.
Yes. Yes. Buddha was Buddhist. Was the Buddha Buddhist? Simple as that.
You spoke about the Maslow hierarchy of needs, and there were 3 more that was added by, you say, psychologists. Has this been like so-called confirmed and put it into the needs, or is just hearsay, or is just a proposal? And what are the 3 needs?
Of course, if you Google and see, you will not find it.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? You would not find it. Because the normal, the traditional, conventional hierarchy is the same. Hierarchy is the same. But still, some scholars and certain psychologists say, no, we should add these things because what you have said as needs would not be enough. That is a modification and a proposal. Okay, thank you.
Just now you mentioned about this, our body know our mind better than us. The body know ourselves better than us. Okay. See, nowadays, like the hospital management, including like mental health and all these things, they have been seems to be compartmentalized. So, how do we know each other, ourselves? We have so many parts of our bodies. You know, we have different problems of our body. Sometimes our stomach problem, maybe brain problem, and all these have been so specialized. You know, so how can I get to truly understand what you mean by our body know ourselves better? Yes. Okay, thank you.
In psychiatry, we tend to focus on 2 aspects. One is the reported symptoms, the other one is observable symptoms. Reported symptoms in the sense what the patient says, what the patient comes up with, reporting. But we don't strongly merely count on what the person says, what the patient says only. Observable symptoms in the sense, what you observe from the physicality. For example, we'll say, I had shown this previously as well, when you are depressed, you still say you are okay to make other people happy, but still the way you are seated, when you are depressed, the way you are seated, when you are anxious, the way you are seated, is it same or different? Different. But still the person would say okay. There is a contradiction between what the person says and what the person shows. Which means the body knows more. body knows more. Agree. Even you say, now, if you ask yourself, how am I? You look good. You think you are okay. But if you focus on your body, you will find more. Your body may have to say a lot. That is why Eugene Gendlin was the one who introduced F40, and she says, you know, I don't know. You know. That is why the person-centered, that is why the prominence is given to the individual. You just say. Sometimes you have blur feelings, right? About certain incidents. Can't explain, just only the feeling. Cannot put into words. Yes or no? A feeling. Here, if you tend to focus on the feeling, there is another layer behind it. Got it? So your feelings are different. That is, I say, feelings and emotions are two different things. Emotions are universal, feelings are subjective. Even sadness is universal, but the way you feel, subjective. Yes or no? Agree? Then can I generalize your sadness? I cannot. That is why you need more time. Today, of course, we prescribe medicine and just give, that's all, and 5 minutes talk, that's enough. No. The problem is still same. Outcomes can be minimized by taking medicine, but that is not the solution.
Dr. Ashoke, in terms of the modern Western, therapy, and contrast it with, Buddhism psychology, can we say that, in terms of Western, they have less emphasis on Sila? Sila, the Sila Samadhi Panya.
Yes.
Okay, so, and basically like the modern therapy, the psychology is more on the second and probably part of the third part,
Yeah, I agree. Because the objectives are objectives are different itself. Because the Buddhism is always focusing or driving the person towards Nibbana, whereas Western psychology has not even thought of it. So two different streams. Right? You cannot compare, but the thing is, since they have understood the practicability of certain issues, certain concepts, they have taken some and they have experimented. In a way, that's also good. I guess that's all, Ms. Leslie. That's all. Right. Thank you for everything. Right. Thanks. Thank you.